During the post-classical era, Islamic medicine was the most advanced in the world, integrating concepts of ancient Greek, Roman, Mesopotamian and Persian medicine, as well as the ancient Indian tradition of Ayurveda, while making numerous advances and innovations. Islamic medicine preserved, systematized and developed the medical knowledge of classical antiquity, including the major traditions of Hippocrates, Galen and Dioscorides. Islamic medicine, along with knowledge of classical medicine, was later adopted in the medieval medicine of Western Europe. After European physicians became familiar with Islamic medical authors during the Renaissance of the 12th century, the study and practice of medicine was understood as an act of piety, founded on the principles of iman, faith, and tawakkul, trust. Prophet Muhammad's opinions on health issues and habits leading a healthy life were collected early on and edited as a separate corpus of writings under the title Tibb an-Nabawi, the medicine of the Prophet. Very few sources provide information about how the expanding Islamic society received any medical knowledge. Most likely, the Arabian physicians became familiar with the Greco-Roman and late Hellenistic medicine through direct contact with physicians who were practicing in the newly conquered regions rather than by reading the original or translated works. So there are an assumption that the physicians of the emerging Islamic society were familiar with the classical medical traditions already at the times of the Umayyads. The medical knowledge likely arrived from Alexandria and was probably transferred by Syrian scholars or translators, finding its way into the Islamic world. A physician called Abdul Malik bin Abgar al-Kanani from Kufa in Iraq is supposed to have worked at the medical school of Alexandria before he joined Umar bin Abdul Aziz's court. Omar transferred the medical school from Alexandria to Antioch. In 825, the Abbasid Caliph al-Ma'mun founded the House of Wisdom Bayt al-Hikmah in Baghdad. All available works from the antique world were translated, including Galen, Hippocrates, Plato, Aristotle, Ptolemy, and Archimedes. The philosopher al-Kindi wrote a book named At-Tibb al-Bukrati, the medicine of Hippocrates. Razes is the first Arabic writing physician who makes thorough use of Hippocrates' writings in order to set up his own medical system. Galen is one of the most famous scholars and physicians of classical antiquity. Today, the original texts of some of his works and details of his biography are lost and are only known to us because they were translated into Arabic. Muslim scholars collected sources, compiled and translated from all over the world, including Syrian, Persian and Indian as well.